A very good morning to all the students of class 5. My name is Prerna and I'm your English teacher. And today, from your English book Skyline, we are going to read chapter number 11. Now, this chapter is it's a very interesting story about a barber who was very talkative. So, let us start reading this story. So, as I told you, this is chapter number 11, and the name of the chapter is The Talkative Barber. So, the introduction of the story says, long, long ago, a sultan whose name was Shairar ruled over a kingdom. His queen was a good storyteller. Each night, she would tell a story to the king. She narrated ancient Persian and Arabic folk tales. This story is about a man who cannot stop talking. This is one of the stories from Arabian Nights. So let us start reading the story which the queen told the king one night. In the city of Kashgar lived a barber who was a great talker. Once, the Sultan called the barber to shave his head. The barber started talking non-stop instead of shaving him. The Sultan got angry. When are you going to stop talking and begin to do your work? The barber replied, you do me an injury by calling me a chatterer, for everyone says I'm very quiet. I have 6 brothers whom you might call chatterers. Their names are Bakban, Bakburia, Bakbak, Alkuz, Ulnashi, and Shakabak. One is humpbacked, one is toothless, one is half blind, one is quite blind, one is deaf, and the other has a defect in his speech, and they are all great talkers. But I am the youngest of my family. So now this barber who could not stop talking had come to shave Sultan's hair. But this barber could not stop talking. So the Sultan, he got really annoyed, he got really angry, and he said, oh my God, when will you stop talking? Do you ever stop talking? Or you don't? Please start doing your work for which I've called you. So the barber said that you do me an injury. You do me an injury means you're hurting me. Do not call me a chatterer. Do not call me a chatterbox. Do not say that I'm very talkative. I have 6 brothers. They are the ones who are very talkative. I'm very quiet, and this is what everyone says to me. And then he describes his 6 brothers. One is humpbacked, one is toothless, one is a little blind, one is partially blind, one has a defect in his speech. And he says that they are the ones who talk a lot, but I'm a very quiet person. Defect means there is some fault. Okay, so give him 3 pieces of gold, the Sultan cried, losing all the patience, and send him away. I will not be shaved today. So now the Sultan got so angry. They said that send this barber back. I don't think so I'll be able to get my shave done today. My master, cried the barber, it was not I who came to seek you. It was you who ordered me to come. So I will not quit your house till I have shaved you. So now the barber says that, do you know, Sultan, you are the one who has called me. And I will not leave before doing my job. I will not leave your kingdom. I will not leave your palace unless and until I shave your head. He then began narrating another story which lasted for half an hour. Stop making your fine speeches and let me go. I have an affair of great importance. I have to go out at noon, said the Sultan. When he saw that the Sultan was really angry with him, the barber said, oh, master, do not be angry. I will begin to shave you. Saying this, he washed the Sultan's head and began to shave. But he had not touched him even 4 times with the razor when he stopped and said, "My master, you are acting hastily in this manner." Hastily means in a hurried way. "Go on shaving me. Speak no more," ordered the Sultan. "Be patient," said the barber. "Perhaps you have not considered well what you were going to do. I wish you would tell me what this matter of great importance is all about. Then I will give you my opinion on it." So now the barber, this talkative barber, he comes to know that Sultan has a very important meeting to attend in the afternoon. So he tells the Sultan, "Sultan, do one thing. Tell me what is your important meeting about, and I'll give you my viewpoint on that." "Finish shaving at once," the Sultan exclaimed. But instead of doing this, the barber left the Sultan half shaved to go and see what time it was. "My patience is exhausted," the Sultan cried. Exhausted means finished, used up completely. So Sultan said, "I've lost my patience now." "Be calm, my master, and you shall be shaved in a moment," said the barber, and saying this, he continued shaving the Sultan. But while he was doing this, he could not help talking. "If you could inform me what this important affair is, I will give you more advice, which you might find useful," he said. So again, the barber said, "Tell me what is the important matter, Sultan, and I will give you my advice on that." The Sultan was completely fed up by now and decided to satisfy the barber. He told him that he was giving a feast to some friends at noon, which was why he was in a hurry to leave. So, Sultan, the important matter was that he had to give a feast. He had called a few friends for a lunch party in the palace, and that is the reason he had to leave. When the barber heard the Sultan mentioned a feast, he exclaimed, "That reminds me, yesterday I invited 4 or 5 friends to come to my house today, but I had quite forgotten it, and I have not made any preparations for them." So the barber said, "Oh my God, thank you, Sultan, for sharing this with me, because even I had invited a few friends at my place and I just forgot to prepare any food for them." The Sultan, who was at the mercy of the barber, was ready to do anything to be rid of him. "Be quick and finish your work," the Sultan replied, "and you shall have all the food that has been prepared for me today." "Please show me the food so that I may judge if it is enough for my 5 friends." "I have enough food for you," the Sultan exclaimed. But he ordered that all the food prepared for his feast be brought in. So finally, Sultan had to agree what the barber was saying, and the entire food was brought in the room where the barber was shaving Sultan's head. The barber looked over the food and said, "This is very good, but I shall want some fruits for the dessert also." So now the barber says, "Food is very good, it looks very good, but I want some sweet dish also." Dessert means sweet dish. The Sultan, in desperation, since his head was half shaved, ordered that the fruits should also be brought in. The barber left off shaving the Sultan to examine each dish separately. So now, what the barber did, now see, he is looking at each and every dish whether it is good enough or not for his friends. And you can see that Sultan, his head is half shaven. This took up half an hour. The Sultan stamped his feet impatiently, but the barber did not hurry. At length, however, he again took up the razor, but after a few minutes of work, stopped suddenly and cried, "I never knew that you were so generous." So, look at the way that this barber was able to get the food for the feast. Now, in this story, we have seen a person who's very talkative. So it's good to talk with others. It's important that you share your thoughts. But at the same time, it is also important that you talk only as much is required. You know what happens if you keep on talking, if you become a chatterbox in class, or if you become a chatterbox with your friends, a time comes when people just stop liking you because a chatterbox has this habit of only talking and not listening. So remember, if you want to be a good speaker, you need to be a good listener also. So if you have this habit, and if ever your teachers have told you, or your parents or your friends have told you, oh, you talk a lot, you keep on talking throughout the day, don't feel bad about it. They are saying it for your own benefit. So I hope you like this folk tale. Thank you so much.